Okay, guys. So in today's episode, this is going to be more of a get excited for Chaos Legions type post. And I basically found this article. I read it a few months ago, to be honest, but I just thought I'd bring it up now as Chaos Legion approaches in the next few months. And basically, there was this article where they were speaking about different summoner abilities and a whole bunch of different things that they hope Chaos Legion brings. And you can read them yourselves. I'll post the link in the description box below, so you can read the article yourself. But they recommended things like Antidote, which is basically immunity, and a whole bunch of other abilities 2 months ago that they hope to see in the game. And I just thought I'd include my own opinions on things that I would like to see in the game, or potentially could be in the game. And then, yeah, I'd love your thoughts on that, and basically to see what you guys think. So, some of the things that I saw here, like Antidote, was pretty, like, that's basically immunity. Chaos was a bit fun. Uh, yeah, there's a summoner that attacks the creature in your opponent's tank slot at the beginning of your turn. So basically, your summoner can attack. I thought that was really cool. Self-destruct, which is basically like redemption. So I don't really like self-destruct as much, or the diffuse, which is diffusing the self-destruct. I quite like the steal, which is the same as life leech but not armor. I didn't like the depressed. I think you should rather name that like clumsy or something like that. And if you're going to do something like that, it should be 50% chance to hit your own team, 50% chance to hit the enemy team, but if you hit the enemy team, double your damage or something crazy like that. Bee Sting I didn't like, to be honest. I don't like the name, but I quite like the idea of applying poison on death. So maybe if it was like a flesh golem, and when the flesh golem died, his rotting flesh would then inflict poison on the enemy. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, like hypnotize and glasses, I was like, ugh, not too much for me. But then I basically thought about it, and these were some of the ideas I came up with. So the first one was negative mana summoners, or very low mana summoners. So we've already seen like a 2 mana no buff summoner, and I would hate to see that come back because then it kind of defeats the point of the original 2 mana summoners. So what I would like to see is 1 mana summoners, if not negative mana summoners. So let's say negative 2 mana summoners. So when you use the summoner, you gain 2 extra mana, but the summoner's abilities would be give 1 HP to every minion on your enemy's side of the board, or give your enemy plus 1 magic damage. So you buff the enemy, but you gain mana. Like, for example, you manage to guess, oh, he's not going to play magic, so I'll buff him plus 2 magic, and then I get 2 or 3 extra mana to build my board. So I thought something like that. So negative, because also it's called Chaos Legion, so my thought is to try and make it as chaotic as possible. I wrote Drunken Brawler, which is just your minion randomly attacks any one of the enemy minions, but I think that's very similar to attacking your own teammates with the 20% one. I added wild magic cards. When spells come out in the game, your spells randomly will attack or apply onto the enemy, or it would be random abilities. So for example, you could have a tank, but the tank could either have shield or void armor or void, and it basically will rotate. So there's a 33% chance it has shield, or let's say 50% chance it has shield, and 50% chance it has void armor. And you never know which one it gets, or which one you get until you start the fight. I also thought legendary warrior summoners, which was very similar to the one where the warrior attacks, but instead of it attacking, what it does is, let's say it gives you +1 damage, using fire for example, and then once your entire board has been cleaned, it becomes a minion itself, and then it's the last minion to die. I thought that would be a cool, like, if there was a legendary summoner like that for all the different splinters. The next thing was a neutral legendary card, which is basically a Ditto. So you put this on your side of the field, it could cost like 9 mana, so make it cost a lot, and it basically becomes a random enemy unit, or you can put it on your side of the field, and it could become an extra copy of a unit on your board. So you could technically have 2 Rule of the Seas, just a little bit more RNG and a little bit more fun. There was one here which was like swap gear. I like that ability a lot. So yeah, basically you could have like there could be a card called Armor Thief, where at the start of the game it has maybe 1 armor and it steals a random enemy unit's armor. So it could either give that 1 armor away, or it could steal 4 armor for itself and stuff like that. I quite like that idea. And then the last one I wrote was like a buff stealer. So it starts the game and then it takes away one of the enemy unit's buffs and then it gives it to itself. So it could steal a flesh column heal and give it to itself, something really strong like that. But once again, all my ideas are very RNG, very chaotic, and I think that will build on to the whole idea of Chaos Legion. So let me know what you think, and if you've got any cool ideas to add on to this or any suggestions. I know most of my ideas won't work, and I know that there's going to be a whole bunch of people that are like, oh, I don't want RNG because that takes away from the skill. So please like and subscribe and let me know in the comments what you want me to do next. And if you're a new player, please use the promo code and I'll happily send you the $0.5 back to you. It just lets me know that people are watching and using the promo, and I'm helping new players join the community. Also, if you find me on the Discord, just pop me a message. I'll happily delegate any of the new players some power